Dear Xfusion community, warm welcome to today's global call. 1 month passed already. Welcome back to my living room. As I said last time, it's an honor and pleasure to have you here again. The second global call, and a lot of things happened in the meantime since our last call. As you know, my name is Michael and I'm honored to have this call today. But before I start, I would love to know in the chat, guys, where are you watching this global call from all around the world? Give me some reactions. Let me know where you're watching, that we see that. Nothing. Okay, good. So guys, what happened? A lot of things. The last 30 days was fully packed with a lot of success stories, with a lot of growth, and also we developed more and more and more. We were in many countries. We went to Bali. We will see later something of that. Some top leaders were with us in Bali, and Xfusion is now really on the go. We are growing. We see this momentum. What always has been there is accelerating. And I don't want to tell too much in the beginning because we're fully packed today with a lot of exciting news, with a special guest, with a very special guest who will speak to you later. But first, I would love to give this word now to someone who's unfortunately not here today, but this is a very good reason why this person is not here. One of our founders who is right now actually in Cambodia for our Asia convention, which will take place tomorrow with over 1,000 participants. But he will be live now from Cambodia, speaking to you, dear Xfusion community. Let's give over the mic to our founder, Jelko. Jelko, please, the stage is yours.
Hello, dear Xfusion community. I hope you are doing well and welcome to our third global call. This call is really massive because we have so many participants from all around planet Earth. So welcome everybody, and I'm inviting you to share that right now, if you still not have that, with all your community that they can join. My name is Jelko Cikojevic and I'm one of the co-founders of Xfusion. And if you are here today, you are not here by accident. You are here because you feel that something is changing. Not only in the market, not only in the world, but within you. For many years, I have seen one thing. People are looking for opportunities, but they find systems that use them. They're looking for growth, but they find pressure. They're looking for freedom, but they end up in dependency. And that is exactly why Xfusion was created. Not another project, but as an answer. Let me make one thing very clear. Xfusion is not a traditional network marketing company. We are not a structure that uses people to increase just numbers. We are not a stage for ego and not a platform for empty promises. If that's what you are looking for, you're in the wrong place. Xfusion is a community of people who choose to grow. For example, Dubai was just desert, right? Just sand. And you see how many big towers are in Dubai? So the development is strong and people and buildings being built, right? And exactly in Xfusion we are building people. This is not only about income. This is about development. It is about how much, it's not about how much you take, it's about who you become. Here we are supporting each other. Here we grow together. Here we build something bigger than ourselves. Because yes, you are bigger than you ever thought. Yes, you are. Xfusion is not what you do. Xfusion is who you become. What we are building here is just the beginning. This is not a phase. This is a real momentum, a real movement. And the question is not if you will grow or if this will grow. The question is if you will be a part of it. Not tomorrow, not someday, forget about that, but now, right now. Let's show together what is possible when people come together. Enjoy your global call, our third global call. See you, Xfusion community. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Jelko. Greetings from here, from Dubai, from our podcast studio to Cambodia. And guys, all the best for tomorrow's Asia convention with over 1,000 participants. You see, Xfusion, as I told you already, is really, really moving forward. And 2026 already. Do you imagine, guys, the first quarter passed already. We are already in April. Time's flying, and therefore it's now time for have a little recap to see what we together as a community achieved together in this first quarter. Let's have a look. The community, the growth we have in January, more than 21,000 members, and this accelerated to 29,000, and now already over 38,000 members in our community. Remember back, what is our goal? Our goal is that we become this unicorn, that we build a community with 1 million people. And you see the growth in Xfusion is accelerating. This from our side, really, thank you to all of you guys because you do an amazing job outside. We already this number, as I saw it, was for me something really 197 countries worldwide. You see that we are already became a brand that you can't miss anymore. In 197 countries, we are already existing, and we will grow in these countries. And we see this exactly right now in Asia. What started very small with a couple of people, duplication really takes place over there. And like I said already, tomorrow we have an Asia convention with over 1,000 participants. So, and the turnover, okay, January, 3.5 million new deposits, new turnover in Xfusion. In February, we reached 5 million in new deposits. In March, already 6 million. Also here, you see the growth. And let's have a look on what we achieved together since we are partnered up as this community with Tech Markets. We already have 25 million US dollars in total turnover since this community was founded. Guys, that's an outstanding performance. But this doesn't mean that we start to be lazy now, that we lean back and enjoy success. That's fine. Success. Celebrate yourself because you deserve it. But this needs to be for us now the point where we say, okay, we did this and now we overcome. We are even better. Duplication. And this is what we are really teaching each and every day. Now is the point where we can really grow enormously. The commissions, and you remember 1 month ago, we spoke about that we was very proud. January, 465,000 in commissions that was paid out. Very important. From where? It was paid out from the margin, from the market. Important that we all understand this one more time. Why is Xfusion different? Why is it different that we have this collaboration together with Tech Markets? Because here, when you compare this to all these other systems that we have been in before, where you know money shifting from A to B, no long-term vision. Here we speak about we don't take anything away from any customer. Every single person who joins Xfusion, who uses the products of Tech Markets and also now Bit1 and everything what will come, will earn money from the first day on that. Nothing is deducted. So, and the commissions are paid from what? From the market. The margin that is inside means from the fees and from the profit share that is giving. And this is real market value. And this makes it so reliable. This makes it so sustainable and long term. So February, last time we spoke here, 520,000 US dollars in commission. And March, you see, there is a little surprise inside. What do you think? I give you a couple of seconds. Each and everyone can say to himself, or when you look together, guess, what do you think we paid out in commissions last month? Okay, let me tell you, it was in total over 1 million. You see it here also behind me, over $1 million in commissions. Guys, that's absolutely amazing. We are not in the market since years. We are existing for around 6 months now, and we are already paying out over $1 million in commission. And this shows that this community is something special. Thank you very much to each and one of you. And this number there, you absolutely deserve. And please take this as the point where you say, there is more inside for me, for each and everyone, and give this opportunity also to the people you have around you, to each and everyone you didn't speak about yet. It's worth it. So expansion, I spoke already about it. Global expansion around now, Cambodia. You heard Jelko, you saw that he's actually right now in Cambodia where we have the Asia convention tomorrow. Before we launched Vietnam, very, very big. Also, Jelko, our founder, has stayed in Vietnam for around 2 weeks, spoke there with key leaders. The first groups are building, and these guys are really, really, really accelerating at the moment. And Bali. Let's have a look. The Asia Convention, as I told you, in Phnom Penh, in the capital of Cambodia, tomorrow on the 4th of April with over 1,000 participants. And there I just came back. We had the pleasure to stay with a couple of leaders who won the last incentive to stay together in Bali for 5 days. And we had our first Bali leadership incentive. And for each and every one of you who couldn't participate, we have a little clip. The first, more will come. Just have a look how Bali was for the people who stayed there.
So we are here in our Bali incentive. Our winners here, we are celebrating our event.
Stay outside. Most of the people doesn't even understand. But you know what they do? They feel.
I make it this. And then I make
show you today something truly magnificent, something truly incredible. You will work with that.
I hope you got a little bit of this energy, of this feeling what was there in Bali. And I know that each and every one of you will take place on all of these events that are coming. Event, by the way, this global call is also an event. And I just heard from my guys in the background that we are already way over 500 participants in this call. Thank you very much for this. But now it's time also for you to invite even more people, because more to come, a special guest to come. Please, guys, don't hesitate. Invite people. You still have time. Send this link and let this room really completely be filled. So we spoke about Bali. We spoke about Cambodia. But there is more, one event after the other. And also there we had an incentive ongoing, especially for the Asia continent in the last couple of weeks. And it's a real pleasure for me now to say congratulations to each and every one of you who sees his or her name on this slide. Congratulations, you achieved our Maldives incentive, which will take place in around 2 weeks. Guys, please read. If you find yourself there, you will be informed from us as well. And I'm really looking forward to see you together to not only celebrate on the Maldives, we will really work also there together. We will grow together as a community and we will plan the next steps. So once again, congratulations. You achieved and you deserved to be with us together on the Maldives. So, and this part I love the most. You know that in many, many other companies, you always see the same people. You see the people who already reached the top. What no one is speaking about, that also these people started at a certain point, right? No one went the way from 0 to 100 directly. People started at a point and then they developed. So for me, it's now very important to have the focus, the spotlight on the people who just started but already have outstanding performances. And the first, and here guys, this is something very, very important. Sharan from India started fresh after a longer time where he was really in negotiation with us, that he understands the real business, and then he committed himself and made directly on the stand within the first days more than 100,000 US dollars in revenue, in new deposits. And guys, understand, India, you know that India is one of the best markets for our industry. When they understand, when they release the full power what they have there, you know that they will become very, very fast number one. This needs to be for all of you also the sign to say, okay, I see now really Xfusion is doing the next step. India, and I'm pretty sure Sharan, my really honest to you, what you did in a couple of days is outstanding, and I know that this is just the warm-up. There will be much, much more. And guys, work very hard, see the sustainability inside, and help us together to grow. We go to Russia. I had the honor to meet him, and you saw him also in the video. He was the guy with a lot of muscles. You saw the back, Dimitri, and he was on the stage in Bali and said, I will be number one. And this was not just words. You see already 180,000 plus in revenue. Dimitri, my greetings to Russia, and I know, or to Bali where you are right now, I know that you will outperform a lot of people. Mike, Vietnam, I told you, Jelko has been in Vietnam, and I also have the pleasure to work with these guys 3 times a week. They are really organized. They do this from the heart. They build really strategic, their networks, they brought in their leaders, they had the calls, and now you see that duplication takes place. And you see it in the numbers. I know also that Mike is now with a delegation of top leaders from Vietnam over there in Cambodia to really attend the Cambodian event. Mike and all the Vietnamese guys over there, my greetings to you. And really, really, 150,000. Thank you very much for this. Absolutely outstanding. But not only in Asia we are developing, and not only men, you know, women in our industry, I'm sorry, dear man, if I say this right now, are much, much better than we are. Because when they understand how the business works, their power is completely something different than we have. Patricia from Germany, you also do an outstanding job. over $335,000 already in the first quarter in revenue. And also there, I know, Patricia, this is just your beginning, and there will be much more. And from one power lady to the other, this is coming deeply from the heart, because Jana, with you, I have so many talks already on a weekly basis, and I know where you're coming from, Jana, and what you are doing right now over there in Germany with a turnover of over 500,000 already. And now, Jana, you see the real duplication taking place, and I'm really, really happy and proud. Congratulations, Diana, to this outstanding performance. Also, going back to Bangladesh, the country where all of you know, with the top leader, Shagwat, over everything, this country will blow everything away. And we see this already with Kairul, a guy who also was with us together on Bali, over 630,000 already in revenue. And Kairul, there is much, much more to come. I know that. Nikolai and Mikhail, also, these guys have been in Bali. They will be responsible for our Bali office, which we will open very, very soon, almost reaching close to $1 million in the first quarter in turnover. Guys, you see there's so many success stories going on in Xfusion. It's outstanding. And this is for you, obligation for you guys to be in our next global call, also on these slides. And I know that you have it inside of you. Just don't look left, don't look right. Focus yourself and believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing there. And last but not least, on this list, newcomer number one when it comes to numbers, M.T.A from Bangladesh, over 850,000 US dollars in turnover in the first quarter. Absolutely outstanding. Thank you very much for this performance, guys. Unbelievable. So, and now we come to the part I told you before. Please invite. I hope you did it, because now for me, this is actually the most important part, because all of this here, Xfusion, wouldn't work out as it worked out without our cooperation with Tech Markets and Bid1, and very soon also Bix.fi. And it's an honor for me to have here today in our global call the founder of Tech Markets, and also very deeply involved in Bid1 and everything. But my words are now done. I give over, and thank you very much that you participate on this call, to Niklas Freihofer.
Hello Xfusion team, and welcome to your global call. I'm Nick, I'm one of the founders of Tech Markets, and I first wanted to tell you where we started and where we are at right now. Because when you're looking at the Tech Markets 2.5 years ago and the Tech Markets right now, we are talking about two completely different things. when we started Tag Markets, the vision was to just have this small, little niche broker for Latin America. In the first year, from 2023 in August to 2024 in September, we grew to 8,000 clients. It took us 1 year and 1 month to achieve the first 8,000 clients. Then we decided to really ramp up the numbers, to really take it serious, and the real growth started in 2025 in January when we had 25,000 clients. From 2025 January to 2025 December, we grew to 480,000 clients. That is absolutely mind-blowing and completely amazing. No broker out there grows at that speed. We had days where we grew by 15,000 people worldwide. And now from December till today, we grew from 480,000 to 750,000 people. And what I want to tell you is that in every sales structure, there comes the moment when it goes from exponential growth to parabolic growth. These are the momentum phases, and right now we see that. Right now we see that this is happening worldwide. We are right now growing by 15,000 people on an average day, which is absolutely insane. I've personally never seen that, and I am super thankful for the Xfusion community to be a big part of this growth. As well, in March, we had our best month ever. We had over $350 billion in transactional volume. Absolutely outstanding performance as well, thanks to the big copy traders that we have in Tag Markets. One of them is NeoFX, the other one is Sonic, and as well, thank you for everyone that is trading manual. And what I wanted to tell you today is about regulation and as well about what is coming in the future, because we are working on so many things right now. The Bit1 launch, the BIX card, and everything is going forward. And I wanted to tell you about the numbers that we achieved after 6 weeks of being live with Bit1. In the first 13 hours of Bit1 being live, we had 30,000 signups. 2 weeks after the Bit1 launch, we had 350,000 signups. And right now already, Bit1 is doing over $1 billion in transactions per day, which is absolutely mind-blowing. As I said before, crazy numbers, and thanks to everyone that is participating. Right now we are in the finalization for BIX. Right now we are signing the contract with the insurance company because we are so big that Visa is asking us to get insurance. So right now we are signing the insurance documents. In the next 4 to 5 weeks, the BIX wallet /card /bank accounts will be available through your Xfusion back office. That's going to change your life, and that's going to change the way of spending worldwide and all around the globe, because we are talking about a card that has no limits and is loadable not only in crypto, it is well loadable with fiat via your personal bank account. And now we are coming to the point of the regulation, and now we are as well coming to the point of the 24x, and I have bad news here. The 24x accounts, I have heard that there were a lot of promotions, a lot of people saying that there is a deadline, but now there is a deadline. The 24x accounts, new 24x accounts, stop on the 30th of April. That's the first time that I'm saying that. So on the 30th of April is going to be the last day of the 24x account creations. Every account that was created before will stay and will be exactly the same. So if you know people that you think would like the 24x accounts, you should contact them until the 30th of April, because after that we will only continue with the 12x, with a normal standard 12x accounts. Because right now our liquidity providers are super happy with us, but as well, everything that's great has to come to an end. So the 24x promotion stops, as I said, after April. As well, I don't know if you've seen it, There's a promotion running right now from the Sonic team. The Sonic team is pushing right now promotion. The documents are as well in your back offices. And I'm super, super happy to work with all of these amazing copy traders and with all of that amazing education. We have growth as well. In the education side, we are right now hiring 5 more educators for tag markets so that you can start learning trading, so that you can start educating yourself how to trade, because we have already people in the community that are making a living with trading, that canceled their jobs, that quit their jobs to start their dream, of being a professional trader, just with the free education that we are offering in tag markets. Other companies, other auto-ship network marketing companies are charging between $100 and $300 per month for what you are getting for completely free, which is, in my opinion, completely crazy. I was, when I started network marketing, one of those people that paid $250 a month. And if I would have known that this would have been free, I would have saved me a lot of money. So what I want to tell you, this month is the month where it counts, because as I said, this month is the month where the 24x will stop. So I repeat, if you know someone that you think wants a 24x account, the April is the last month where they can get it. After that, there is going to be only 12x available. And with these words, I've heard that there's a Q&A session, and I would like to ask Michael back to me to be my host.
Thank you very much, Nick. And as always, most of your questions that you asked, this gentleman to the left here answered without me asking him that. But there you see, it's not by chance what's happening there. There's really a plan behind. And guys, I know that there's loads of questions that you ask. Please, it would be way too long if we go through each and every one, but no question will be unanswered. We are preparing also in the back a Q&A where everything of you will be answered. But for me now, most important, when I have the honor to have Nick next to me, just a few questions to what you said already, Nick, the long-term vision you spoke about, the success that we have already with Bid1 in the beginning. It's outselling 1 billion already. So where do you see the development? What do you see till the end of the year?
So what's going to happen in the next 9 months is Tag Market is going to be the biggest broker on the planet. Bix is going to be the biggest credit card, debit card provider in the world. And Bid1 is going to be in the top 5 of all the crypto exchanges worldwide. That's the vision, that's the dream, and we'll make it happen.
Sounds amazing, guys. Sounds like we're at the right time, at the right place, with the right partner. And that's very important. I know that they don't sleep, that they work regardless. And normally he could lean back, that's what I said to you, but for him it's not enough. I know that he's the first in the office to come in the morning, the last to go in the evening. So Nick, we started with tech markets. But now there is Bid1. You said in 4 to 5 weeks we have Bix. Is that all, or is there something more in the back? People are asking, so what is you said already, vision, what is your forecast? Where do you want to go with all of this? Is there more products to come? Maybe you can speak a little bit outside.
We're already working on the next company for 2027. And our goal, our vision, me and my partners, is that we are adding one company every year to the affiliates and to the customers' networks, because with that we can accelerate and boost the income of all the affiliates. Because what happened already is that we have affiliates that have a big structure in tag markets. We started bit one, and by them just activating the button instead of the bit one system, one of the affiliates is already making over $15,000 per day in bit one, which is absolutely crazy.
Insane. Unbelievable. Guys, you see, the portfolio is there. We have the right partner. Thank you very much, Nick. Not only to you, to each and everyone who's working really, really hard in the back to give us all of this. Guys, thank you very much for this, Nick. I know time is very precious for you as well. You have a lot of appointments. We say thank you, community. Thank you to this guy who made all of this possible, who provides everything, and who also take time to come to this call. Thank you very much, Nick. Pleasure and honor.
Thank you.
And don't stop. Don't lean back. Do even harder. Push like the community is also doing.
I wanted to say thank you guys for everything that you're doing. I as well wanted to say thank you guys for everyone that is working in tag markets, in bit one, and is right now working on BIGs, because those are the people that are making everything happen. Thank you guys, and I wish you an amazing day and good luck, and continue with your amazing global call. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Nick. So, welcome back. So, once again, Nick, this was outstanding. You see, there is long term. This is what we all wished for, to have something sustainable which really has the opportunity to go long term. And these guys are not sleeping. They are pushing further and further. Nick mentioned already, he's very grateful for the amazing copy traders that tech markets have there. And one, you all know it, it's our copy trading system. It's NeoFX, which we brought to tech markets, which is really, really delivering each and every month with the highest security standards. Very, very good performances. Around last month in March, we had a profit, including the 24x boost, of 15.36% with a maximum drawdown, that's very important, of only 0.07%. So 90 trades have been made, 17 of that positive, and just 2 ended with a losing day. And this is numbers, but what we have here for this call, the first time we really have a statement from the trader, because of course you as a community, you deserve to understand what is the mindset, how is this trader thinking, how is he approaching the market. And there's a lot of questions always coming from you, and we don't want to let this unanswered. And therefore there is a statement which I now present to you, which the trader NeoFX gave you alone for the situation in March. So let me read this for you. So over the last 30 trading days, our execution on Euro USD M.T.A has delivered a consistent and controlled performance built on structured entries, disciplined risk exposure, and strict capital preservation. This was not a month driven by frequency, it was driven by precision. We maintained a selective approach, engaging the market only when conditions aligned with our internal model. Several sessions were intentionally left untouched, not because of hesitation, but because there was no edge to exploit. And in professional trading, no edge, no trade. Profits were generated through controlled intraday execution, short exposure windows, high probability reaction zones, strict invalidation levels, and losses were present as they always are in real trading, but remained contained, expected, and structurally insignificant compared to overall performance. This is the difference between gambling and operating with the system. There is a key principle behind these results. We do not chase the market, we wait for it to come to us. No overtrading, no emotional decisions, no forced entries. Only execution when liquidity is clear, direction is supported, risk is defined. Some of the most important wins this month were actually the trades we didn't take. Because capital protection is not a defensive mindset, it's a professional one. In an environment where most traders aim for action, we aim for efficiency. Core philosophy, risk control prediction, process before outcome, consistency compounds over time. Our objective remains unchanged. Not short-term hype, not unrealistic returns, but sustainable performance built on discipline, patience, and execution quality. Because in trading, longevity is the real edge. This is a long text, but a lot of important information and also a lot of answers that the community was asking over the last couple of weeks. I know that each and everyone is sitting in front of MetaTrader 5 each and every day, and there was days in between where he was kind of upset or disappointed because there was no trading, but there you got the answer. And guys, it's very important that you have a trader, a trading team, which is not gambling with your money. We speak about longevity, we speak about long term, and you heard it here. The most important wins was the days they didn't trade. Sounds maybe strange for you, but this is exactly the case. A trader who is reliable is not gambling. They see the long-term perspective, and guys, I can say for each and everyone in our community, we are proud that we have this trader on board who's delivering in a market situation which is based on the fact of all this geopolitical influence around at the moment, working really disciplined on a long-term vision. Thank you very much for this, and it was important that we get this statement for you. So now, going back to Xfusion. You know that, wait a sec, oh, that was too fast, that we had last month, the months before in February, our rebranding. Xfusion was shining in new colors, everything new, also this global call came new. So we have a roadmap for 2026. You remember back, Jelko, our co-founder, was presenting this in the last global call. And what did we do already? So the plan for quarter number one was 30,000 members in the community. You know, we overcome this already with over 38,000. The rebranding, our new identity, the new brand presence, it's already there. Xfusion looks powerful, looks modern, looks for what we stand, that we really go forward. Experience and positioning, our international events, right now, Cambodia, tomorrow, Malaysia event together with Tech Markets on the 15th this month, the Beyond event, what has been taking place in Dubai in February. So planning of the Dubai headquarter and launch of our calls, the Bali office opening, and our plan was, our goal was 20 million in turnover. Remember back what I told you? We already at 25 million turnover. And I don't want to go through the whole roadmap again because there is a lot of things to come, because I want to keep this call here very short, informative for you. There's one part which I would love to keep up from the first quarter. And I mentioned this already. Planning of our own Xfusion Dubai headquarter. And the next global call that we will do next month, we will definitely already do from our new headquarter here in Dubai office. You see there a first impression. The contracts are signed. Right now the renovation is going on. And guys, believe me, when you are in Dubai, come and visit this office. It will be absolutely an eye candy. It will stand for what we stand for, very powerful and sustainable business. You see a little bit on the slide here how this office will look like. You see also there Xfusion is doing the next step. And there has been a lot of people who are watching this call right now who couldn't take place in the Bali event, who didn't get firsthand the information what we presented there. Therefore, we take this opportunity now and would love to introduce to you something new. Something new means within Xfusion, we build it a new rank model. So it means now you also have the opportunity now to have a career inside of Xfusion. And I would love to present you now what we are doing here. Your path to core, to the core team, to the top. You start in rank number 1 as an initiate. You made a decision, and your decision is you personally deposited $250 actively in a copy trading strategy. Of course, take for this NeoFX, the one we brought. And you have the access to our closed ambassador group. Rank number 2, you become an insider. What did you do? You started to promote the business. You have already 2 partners, 2 legs. Doesn't mean to necessarily only 2 partners, just in 2 lines from you away. $2,500 in each of these lines. Means in total $5,000 active trading balance, and you participate like here today in our online events. The next rank you can achieve is the connector, because there you start to create really connections. You have 10 direct partners with $250 each. But it's also very important for you to have that to unlock each and every rank that we have. And your active balance in tech markets, in trading, is $20,000 with your whole team. Coming then to the rank number 4, the builder. By this, you have more than 25 and plus partners. You have minimum. There is the first way where you really start to become a leader. First, you do the job mostly alone. You bring in people. Here, you start to train people. You start the duplication. Why? Because you have minimum 2 connectors. You need to work with the people, give them your knowledge, give them everything they need, all the tools to really develop. Your trading balance, your active balance is $100,000 minimum, and you are by this also qualified for the infinity bonus for the first extra percentage added in the profit share. The next rank, the leader, rank number 5. There you really need people, because your team already is more than 100 people in total. You have minimum 2 builders under you. Your active balance is $300,000. And by this $300,000, you have on one hand, the second, when you have it in 2 lakhs, the second percentage infinity bonus. And on top, you are in global pool number 1, which would mean an extra income. Just in March, it was $4,300 on top, which you earn from the whole Xfusion community's profits, plus also the $1 from the lot commissions. Going to rank number 6, the scaler. There you really multiply growth. There you really in duplication. Your team has there 1,000 and more people. You have 2 leaders inside. Your active balance is $1 million. By this, you're in pool number 2 as well. And this meant in March an extra income of over $13,000. Scaler, there you are really, really duplicating. There you're on the way to really become an international top leader and also an icon. because the way from the scalar to the icon is that your team growth by duplication to 5,000 people, you have minimum 2 scalars, and your active trading balance is 5 million. Going over to rank number 8, you are a legend then. A legend which built a team, built a legacy of over 20,000 members with minimum 2 icons inside and an active balance of 20 million. And for each and every one of you who now says, whoa, these numbers are very high, trust me. If you do it right, if you do it with the system, and this is exactly what we teach, when duplication really starts, the beginning is where you do the most. Later, you just earn, you just harvest from what you planted in the beginning. Do it right, do it properly, and these steps you will see by duplication become more and more easy. Doesn't mean that you get this for free. You need to work, yes, but if you do the right things in the beginning, you will really have duplication. And for those of you then who do outstanding jobs, and you remember back your path to core. Why is it the path to core? Very easy, because this is the last rank that we have. In this rank, you shape the future. So what do you need to do for that? A lot, but there is no criteria in numbers. There, you only enter by invitation of our 2 founders, of Stanis and Jelko. And this is for people who really work together very deeply in the core team with our founders together to shape Xfusion, to bring Xfusion to the next step. And it is worth it. Trust it. This will unlock so many things. And these guys will decide, Jelko and Stanis, who will be in this rank. And you saw already on the pictures that all of these people, if you saw that, have our sign for Xfusion, the X here on their reverse. And I would love to show you what is it. So you see in the different ranks, you get different of these X's. It starts in the rank number 1 with steel, going over to a bronze thing. Then you get the sticker in silver. Rank number 4 is gold. Rank number 5, platinum. Rank number 6, diamonds. The rank number 7 as an icon, you get this in black diamonds. Rank number 8 is rubies. And rank number 9, and that's the most expensive diamond existing, is the purple diamond. You will wear this on all events and people will see what you achieved already because you deserve that. People see already, I'm either an insider, I'm a scaler, I'm a legend, I'm a builder. Whatever you achieved, you can proudly present to the outside that people really see what you did together with our community. This was the new ranks. Guys, we will speak a lot about it in the upcoming events, in the upcoming calls. You will hear more and more about this. Make your career, make your ranks in Xfusion with us together. We are really looking forward to that. So, see you all at the top where you belong. Music? So one highlight after the other. Don't be afraid, this highlight is not me. So we have another top leader right now sitting in Cambodia. Oliver, an amazing person, a person where you can learn a lot from. And in this case here, learn how to present Xfusion, how to show how duplication can take place in a very short period of time. I really advise each and every one of you, to take something to write. Take a pen and paper and write down some notes when he is speaking. Within the next 5 minutes, you will hear very, very powerful, but also easy how duplication can take place. Dear Oliver, it's a pleasure to go over to Cambodia to give you the stage that you explain to people how duplication can take place together with Xfusion. Thank you, Ollie.
Sometimes you don't need to change everything to change your life. Sometimes you just need a different perspective. Today I'm not here to sell you something. I'm here to show you a new way of looking at money, growth and your future. Look at the world today. Inflation is rising, money is losing value. There is more information than ever, but less clarity. More opportunities, but not more results. Why? Because most people are missing one thing: structure. Today, people are alone. They invest alone, they learn alone, they fail alone. But the market is a system, and one person against the system almost always loses. The problem is not money. The problem is the lack of environment. Today, individuals don't win. Ecosystems win. A community gives you speed, security, scale, and most importantly, confidence. Xfusion is not a company, it's an ecosystem. Today, capital is not just money. Capital is people. 1 million people equals $1 billion company. Because community creates economy. Xfusion is based on 3 things: energy, knowledge, capital. Energy is people, knowledge is a system, capital is a tool. When these 3 comes together, growth begins. Today Xfusion is already active in 40 countries with 35,000 members, and this is just the beginning. One community gives you 4 opportunities: finance to earn, business to scale, academy to grow, lifestyle to live better. And the most important part, you choose your path. In finance, there are always 3 things: flexibility, security and returns. Usually you only get 1 or 2. Here the goal is to combine all of 3. And that's exactly what the system provides. You stay in control, you manage your risk, you use a system. You can be active or passive. You can learn everything or use ready strategies. The key is you are not alone anymore. Now, very simple. Imagine you start with $1,000 and generate 5 to 10% per month. That's $50 to $100, or $5,000 gives you $250 to $500. Start with $10,000, $500 to $1,000, and $50,000, $2,000 to $5,000 monthly. Question: does that change your life? Yes. Now imagine you scale it. Second level business. You don't just use the system, you share it. Simple. You recommend it, people join, you earn. Example: you bring 5 people, $50 to $150. 10 people, $100 to $300. 30 people, $300 to $1,000. And now imagine, not 5, but 50. That's $1,000 to $3,000 plus dollar. And it keeps growing. But the most important thing is not money. It's who you become. Here you develop your mindset, communication, leadership. You grow as a person. And the result is lifestyle. Travel, recognition, environment, because your environment defines your speed. Now, remember the beginning. On one side, inflation, uncertainty, isolation. And on the other side, system, community, opportunities. The question is, where do you want to be? What do you get here? Income, tools, education, network, and most importantly, a new perspective. Now ask yourself, where will you be in 1 year if you change nothing? And where will you be if you start today? The start is simple. Register, get access, choose direction, start. That's it. If you do what you've always done, you get what you've always gotten. But if you start doing something new, you get a new life. The decision is yours.
Thank you very much, Oliver. Very easy, precisely explained. And guys, ask yourself the question, where do you want to be in 1 year? And we spoke about the whole call. Also, Ollie mentioned a system, a community. And I said this also to you, duplication takes place when you do the right steps, when you don't forget about the basics, to repeat the right things over and over again. And this is not only said by us, this is in the whole industry the same. And you know already that we are very honored that we could really get some really amazing person out of this industry, a person, I don't, 2 Guinness World Records, author and co-author of 6 or 7 books. I know this takes place working together with the who is who in this industry, Tony Robbins and all of these other people, a person that we could get as our external advisor and who will, with us together, shape the future, not only of Xfusion, of each and every one of you. And you know that we have something ahead. Our boot camp in Turkey. And there, this is not mainly from Michael or from Jelko or from Stanis. This boot camp was really implemented by him, by the person who can tell you right now exactly what will be taking place in Turkey. And I'm happy that we have him here again in this call, in our global call. Let me give the word and the mic over to Andreas Thyssen. Andreas, thank you very much for joining again, our education and marketing advisor.
Друзья, я приветствую вас все из сообщества Xfusion. Я благодарен вам от чистого сердца, что вы взяли себе сегодня время для того, чтобы уделить это время себе, своему развитию в это неспокойное время вокруг. Для меня очень ценно, что ты взял себе лично время остаться именно до этой секунды. И давайте для того, чтобы мы начали...
Coming to an end. It was fully packed with a lot of new information, with a lot of special guests. Really, once again, greetings over to Cambodia, to the whole community sitting there. I wish you an amazing event tomorrow, our Asia convention. Thanks to Nick, to the whole team of Tech Markets. Thanks to Andreas. Thanks to each and everyone who participates on this call. And guys, Xfusion, and let me end with that. This is not just an opportunity, and also not for you. This is a decision about who you choose to become. Become the best version of yourself. Work and learn each and every day. Grow, develop, and go every single step a bit forward. Thank you very much for participating in this call from the whole team. I say good night, have a good day, amazing day wherever you are on this planet. Thanks for everything we achieved together, and really, let's shape the future together. See you at the top. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.